I woke to the faint buzz of my phone charging on the desk across the room, the glow of the numbers bleeding into the dark. For a second, the only thought in my head was how late it was and how long I had before the alarm dragged me into another day. Then my roommate's words from earlier slipped back into memory, unsettling enough to pull me fully awake. He had asked me if I had heard the doorbell at 3:51 a.m. the night before. He had been sitting in the kitchen with a glass of water, the silence of the apartment heavy, when the chime had cut through the walls. Just once. Not repeated, not impatient. A single press. At the time, I brushed it off. Maybe some drunk walking home from the bar below us. Maybe a glitch in the system. But lying there with the clock reading 3:42 a.m., just minutes before the time he swore he had heard it, I felt the weight of the story. It's easy to dismiss someone else's experience in daylight, easier still to act rational and detached. But at night, when the body wants to believe it's safe, even the suggestion of intrusion slides under the skin. I told myself I wouldn't move. I would stay in bed, let my thoughts circle, and eventually exhaustion would win. But when the first soft creak came from the direction of the living room, I couldn't ignore it. Our building was old, wood shifting with the cold, pipes clanging when someone upstairs flushed. Still, there was a rhythm in the sound that didn't belong to random mechanics. It was the sound of weight, light but deliberate, crossing a floorboard that always gave itself away. I lay completely still, counting the seconds, waiting for another noise. 10 passed, then 20. Just when I was ready to release a breath, the faintest hum slid through the walls, the electric tone of the doorbell. It was exactly as he had described, short, flat, uninterested, as if someone had pressed the button once and withdrawn. I sat upright instantly, the blanket sliding from my legs. The clock on the desk flicked over to 3:51 a.m. Every nerve in my body told me not to move, but the silence that followed was unbearable. I strained to hear footsteps in the hallway outside the apartment, the rattle of the outer door, anything that might explain it. Nothing came. The building was a tomb. My roommate wasn't awake this time, not that I could hear. The weight of being the only one conscious, the only one aware of what had just happened, sank hard into my chest.
I started noticing other things. Items on the counter moved slightly, not much, just enough to suggest they had been touched. A glass that had been on the left side of the sink